What's up, everybody? It's Dave from the Medal of Honor channel, and it's that time again for the new reviews, this time for the month of June. And I got all kinds of hot metal coming your way this month. We're talking some death metal, some power metal, some girl power. If you're one of those people who thinks that chicks can't rock, you're going to be proven seriously wrong this month. Just hang in there and see. It's going to be amazing what I've got for you. So let's get right to it. We're going to start off this month with the 11th studio album from The Crown. This is Royal Destroyer. These guys, this is just released March 12th. They're on Metal Blade Records. And like I said, this is their 11th studio album now. Here's the thing. We all know that there is about a gazillion and 3 metal bands out there in the last 50 years. And being aware of and knowing something from all of them, pretty much near impossible unless that's all you do. Every now and then you come across the band that you're just like, man, this is so good, how have I missed out on this? And that is my relationship with The Crown. I've heard the name a few times, but I've somehow just never really heard them. And I've really missed out. This album, this is their newest release, is kick ass. So these guys have been around, like I said, 11th studio album. I think their first album came out in 1995. They formed in 1990. So I mean, really peak for, you know, death metal. And there is definitely plenty of old school death metal sensibility in here, but also they do prove that they're kind of keeping up with the times and with some of the modern production. The production on this is awesome. The vocals are strong, very in your face. It's not the too cavernous stuff. It's very tough sounding. The themes of the band, of course, are, you know, like many bands, like a very anti-religion kind of thing or blasphemous sort of stuff. But yeah, somehow I never came across this band, and I love this album. So if you're a fan of The Crown, I'd like to know from you, maybe in the comments, if you really know much about this band. Let me know where to go from next. Like, what's their best album? Because you know, I'm just getting into it, and goddamn, I love this band. This album comes with, let's see, it's got a poster here that has a 2-sided poster. We got, let's see if I don't know if I can get all that in there or not. But yeah, the artwork there, and then there's the band on this side. Yeah, all my light there reflecting all over it. But anyway, a pretty cool little poster that comes with that. And let me show you the vinyl. This variant has a sort of a purplish night sky kind of a look to it. It's very cool. Like I said, really good production on it. Really just heavy sounding guitars. Very fast. Well produced. It doesn't necessarily sound like old school, but I think, like I said, that there's some of those sensibilities that are in there mixed in with it. But it sounds very much like they have done a good job of keeping up to date. Really dig it. Let's check out a song. This one actually has a real Viking-ish sound, and some of the artwork on here looks like maybe it could have a little influence from there too. There's like this army of, looks like kind of Viking guys with their swords and shields going uphill battling. But anyway, the song, even though it has a Viking feel to it, the song is called Glorious Hades. Check this out.
Riches and fame.
So interesting fact about the Crown is that they originally called themselves Crown of Thorns. And these guys, by the way, they're Swedish. This is a Swedish death metal band. And apparently at the time there was an American band that was called Crown of Thorns. And so that's why they changed it to the Crown. But yeah, really cool stuff. Again, like I said, if you know a lot about this band, let me know what you think of this compared to some of their other stuff. I'm definitely going to be checking out more of this band. So if you haven't heard this one, get it. All right, up next we're getting into girl power. There's a couple of all-female bands right now that are really just kind of leading the charge of just keeping up and putting the guys in their place, and really exciting new stuff that's happening. And one of those bands is Burning Witches. This is their latest album, Witch of the North. And this is definitely a power metal band. Really great musicianship. If you enjoy, the classic sounds of like Dio and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, that's all the influences of these fine metal maidens. And actually, let's see if they got we got some artwork, pictures of the band and stuff in here. You can definitely hear in the musicianship. And the style of the guitars and the vocal range, it's clean, powerful vocals, really good stuff. Now I was really pleasantly surprised because before I got this in my hands, of course I have to check it out on Spotify while I'm driving around, just so I get a good feel for the music. And I was pleasantly surprised when I heard a cover of Savage's Hall of the Mountain King. Now, if you're an old school metal fan, you probably love that song. It was a great song from the 80s, and it's still a great song. And I do have to say, they do a really good job of covering it on here, although the original vocals from Savage are definitely a lot more powerful. But, she does have a great voice. This band, like I said, musicianship definitely top notch. Great quality production. I gotta play this, so let's just check out the Hall of the Mountain King.
Watch on this kingdom in a mystery that sleeps safe inside. His hall, its towers of stone shall not be overthrown from eternity. His body insanity in the power that it craves. In the hall of the mountain king. In the hall of the mountain king.
Of course, plenty of great music from that band on here, and it is a double LP. I'll just show you one of these, yeah, just black vinyl on this variant that I got. But yeah, so this was just released May 28th, and this is on Nuclear Blast. Great stuff, definitely worth checking out. Like I said, they're really doing a good job of kind of being at the forefront of metal, especially for all female bands, along with Nervosa. This is more death metal. Both of those bands, you gotta check those out. And then speaking of, I'm saving the best for last because this one kind of blew my mind a little bit. So I was originally supposed to, I had planned on doing a review on the new Flotsam and Jetsam album, Blood on the Water, which is kick-ass. I've been listening to it on my Spotify, but my vinyl didn't get here yet, and I wanted to make sure I got this out by the weekend, so I decided, well, I gotta find something to put on here. And just yesterday morning, scrolling through Facebook, and our old buddy Dave Ingram, vocalist of Benediction, posts about this band and this album, which is new, Crypta. This is Echoes of the Soul. And he kind of posted that this was amazing. So, sight unseen and sound unheard, I ordered it immediately. I figure, if Dave says it's good, it's got to be good, So I ordered it, and then I instantly put it on my Spotify and headed off to work and listened to it while I was driving. Didn't check into the band, didn't look into them at all, didn't read any lyrics or see any pictures or anything. I ordered the album, started listening to it, and I was blown away. This is some killer old school death metal. The musicianship for this, though, was just absolutely incredible. And I think what I really loved about it was the production is a really good quality production, but it wasn't overproduced like a lot of bands are these days. It kind of has that feeling of straight out of the amps because they just naturally have good quality sound. Same with the drums, like it's a real raw sound. It's not a bad production though. I mean, it's still high quality. It's just that they're dialed in. And everything about it, the music, the first guitar solo that I heard on here, the first lead, I was like, oh God, this guy's great. The vocals, I was like, wow, the vocals are really cool, but they're a little bit high pitched, and I thought maybe it's like a Danny Filth kind of vibe, or maybe they got a female vocalist. So then I got the album, and guess what? More girl power. I was blown away. This is another all-female band. There they are, and they are Brazilian/Dutch. A couple of the members from this band, let's see, I think there's members from Nervosa and from Burning Witches started this band. And it's just incredible. It's really, I'm gonna say, maybe my favorite album so far of 2021. And I'm guessing it's going to be hard to beat this album in the next half of year that we have to go as far as being the best album of the year. This is going to be a runner-up, definitely. Totally kick-ass. Now, here's the thing, I'm in no way a sexist, and I'm raising 3 daughters, and so of course I always want them to be, the best that they can be at anything that they can do. So it's not so much that it was like, oh, girls can do this. It was more of, I guess I just hadn't heard in this kind of music a collaborative effort of such high quality musicians, all female. It just hadn't hit me that way before. And this album, it is great. Really good stuff. If you're into death metal, you can't miss getting this. So I'm gonna play a track off of this. Let's play a third track in here. This is Possessed. This is just black vinyl, my variant on this. This is on Napalm Records, came out June 11th. Definitely check this band out. Alright, that's going to be it this time. Definitely check those bands out, all 3 of them, kick-ass bands. And let me know what you think of them. If you've been checking out any of these bands that I'm suggesting, I definitely would like to hear your opinions, your thoughts on it. Check out Crypta. If you're into death metal, check that out and tell me what you think, because I'm really digging it. And again, let me know more about The Crown. And I'll be checking out more from all of these bands. Crypta, they're new. I'm going to check out some more Burning Witches as well. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and until next time, keep the horns up, keep the needle down.
The sand